All right, it's time for entertainment on Breakfast Daily, and let's welcome our two gentlemen, Emmanuel Squared, Kwame Daz, and Olele Olelis.
Yeah.
You actually refer to them. You actually refer to them as gentlemen.
Yes.
As shock chef.
Yes.
Just like you.
At least to me, they are.
We are
Oh, to you.
gentlemen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've had the gentlemanly
Honorable
I have.
men.
I have, yeah.
We don't need.
No, it's because you've had. We've given her the gentlemanly experience.
Corporate car,
It's
not
good
son.
to me.
Final.
Darling.
It's okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Guys, how are you? What's
We're
good?
fine. We're fine.
How's the entertainment scene?
Oh yeah. Things are happening.
Really?
Things are happening. Things happen every day.
Every day?
Every
Things
day.
they occur.
Every minute, every hour.
Okay,
Things are happening.
what's the hottest, the latest
A
thing?
few weeks ago, we had rumors that Patapa and his wife
Ow.
Aliyah had divorced. So he came out to say it wasn't true. Even his father came out to say same. But we saw our friend, blogger Zion Felix. He was in Europe, went to Germany to interview Patapa's wife, and Patapa wasn't happy with it at all. So he went on social media, threw some punches at Zion Felix. We thought that would end there, but he goes around granting interviews, insulting Zion, claiming Zion has something to do with his wife, and a lot of things. Now, we want to look at how the media comes into all this, as in reporting issues regarding celebrities' relationships, how far we should go and all that. But before that, I think we should have a look at Zion's interview with Leah, and then Patapa's response. He is mad. He is so mad. Yeah. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Patapa has made it very open and social about our marriage, yeah? So that's why people are thinking they are updated with everything. But no, it's not like that. People only know the things we tell them, you understand? And if any blogger, any of these, how can I say that? Local bloggers, yeah? Just post, Patapa is no more with his wife. Have you heard from Patapa's mouth? Have you heard from my mouth? So Patapa even had to give an interview. I think it was a station in Cape Coast. Yeah. So, and to clear the situation. Why? Because the local blogger just needs the story to blog. And it's not fair. Because I was at work and people start calling me, sending message. And Ghanaians are very, very smart. Some people, I have not talked to them maybe for a year or two. And they will say, oh, Leah, how are you? I know what they're about to ask. But I'm not ready for it because it's not necessary. Because if I'm married, I'm married. Even if I divorce today, it shouldn't be anybody's business. I'm not the first and the last person on this earth to get married and to get divorced. But if it's not true, people should not listen to what bloggers are saying. Yeah, of course, bloggers are also important in this industry, but if you have not heard it from the person's mouth, or you have not seen anything or hear anything, you shouldn't believe it.
Our listen, Utio, said my wife says I am Felix one poor, no one yen CH, womanizer, no one can my wife, I guess I since time I said,
But once after more worry and now for say, and a moving wife for her. No club we say. Now yes, Bakubi I mean to me I see one Nigeria.
In some what they tag me. What they tag me. What they tag me now, many just had no.
Okay.
What I saw, but yes or no, I did my wife in a day, a minimasi.
Oh,
not story we are, but make us our air. Some no by any jay. Or by no son cassa or air, so I never Patapa then. It's there then I was Smithy. Now was some money in the Nechi. Not even a call, and national, not even a call. And I've been poor could do one person, yeah, can I would see me now when the wife will be interviewed. One of them and I grab us so be a Patapa wife in interview. Then Cassana Beccan will be able to say, oh, a true so Patapa wife interview. Oh, my fans, all my people, I'm here with Patapa's wife. Yes. But you are doing your own things, chilling on to us and then Muko Germany, what trouble or
but some more joints.
that joints, Unko Germany da.
So we know what Germany. Okay, but last question. Matisse, one person will be Kasa afa say Muja and Munja because a Musan or court. Now court Remuno, say court no some Muja cry now, or Mokase okay. Musan say Muja and son or bit me. Is it true? Is that why you are law? Yeah. Interna one person will be Kasa Muja now.
But what I say,
okay.
Say more wale court. Na se mo sensan paper sa. Wo ni right say obeyimpo my wife Only right so be import ma kwa nchen.
Okay.
Because instant na bon so be one nchen wo dem nimpo no. Me mutu ma cho say be bia.
Okay, so we saw Leah talking to Zion Felix.
I have a million questions.
Yeah, a millionaire.
Yeah, I have a million.
There's so many angles to
See,
this.
they've been married what? Less than 2 years?
Yes.
Yes.
Less than 2 years. Less than 2
That's
years.
usually the period in which
Those things happen.
the turbulence
Yeah.
crops up at
Yeah.
least first, right?
Yeah.
If you can navigate that,
Yeah.
you have a good chance of survival.
Exactly.
But the problem comes with you get caught up in the conflict and you don't address it, then you get this
Exactly.
public display of trouble, which
Exactly.
doesn't help the situation
Yeah.
at all. Makes it more difficult.
So I'm listening to Patapa,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing from his perspective. I understand his issues, right? Where he's saying that, first of all, none of the people involved in a marriage have come to publicly state that their marriage is over.
It's over.
Yeah.
You have suspicion. If you have suspicion, I'm here in Ghana with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Why will you not come to me first? Okay,
Because he had already spoken to that.
he had already spoken to that.
Yeah, in a different interview.
Okay, so Patapa had already spoken
Yes.
to that aspect.
Yes.
So basically, what you're saying is that Zion didn't necessarily need Patapa's side of the story,
story.
because we've heard his side
Yeah.
of the story.
Yeah.
So then he jumps on the plane. now
He didn't go
now,
there
no,
purposely for that.
I know. I'm coming to that.
He saw the opportunity and he grabbed it.
So Patapa is trying to suggest that Zion went specifically
Yeah.
to go see his wife and be with his wife.
Where's nature?
Yeah, that's what he's trying to suggest.
But do Patapa and Zion have some like past beef, or they okay, or is this is that something that's happened before?
Because,
No, really.
yeah.
No, not that we know of.
No.
Okay.
Not that we know.
Except if they have something between them. We don't know.
Ka echo interview. And then at Akataka, viewers, I'm here.
He didn't even mention his name. This is
Wife.
Patapa. Yeah.
But the truth is, Zion Felix has actually been on a tour. He's been on a European tour, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he happened to be in Germany.
He was in
right?
France, Germany.
Now, before me, my question was how he linked up with Patapa's wife.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously he didn't think that he was going to Germany to go and
No.
take Patapa's wife. So maybe it could be a matter of coincidence, or maybe a friend or a friend or so.
No, but you know that. No, but you know that Patapa's wife is also very much on social media.
Yes.
Right? So she's not difficult.
She is
to
now
reach.
a creative arts person.
Yes.
She does comedy skits. No, she's a celebrity now.
Still a lot of
Listen,
skits.
listen.
Yeah. A lot of skits.
Even me, if I wanted to meet her, it wouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah.
Because all I have to do is to inbox her and say,
And that's what Zion did.
which is
Well, he
what,
didn't even
But it's
have
also
exactly.
it's Zion Felix, guys.
Yes.
He's one of the biggest
So,
bloggers.
oh, I'm in
Of course
Germany.
she'll say
Oh,
no.
I'm in Germany. I want to interview you. Why are
Of
you?
course
she'll
Zion
say
Felix.
Pick a train and come
you
meet
see-
me.
so you
And then
see-
he did.
So you see where
Yeah.
Patapa's issue is coming
Yeah.
from right now.
Yeah.
So he's saying that fine. If my wife
Yeah.
DM'd you to say, meet me up or let's talk, let me know.
If
at
you're
least.
coming to Germany,
Yeah, just
But
let
the
me know.
wife
Germany,
should have
you know.
let her husband know that Zion was
But
coming
the
to
marriage
Are they
interview her.
speaking?
But you
Are they
see,
speaking?
That is
but you
it.
see,
Maybe
if
they're
the
not
marriage,
speaking.
That is it.
So if the marriage has gone beyond the point of reconciliation, and it's just a matter of, as Patapa is saying, signing on the paper. I don't know what world he's living in, but that marriage is over.
You see, Patapa's issue.
No, I mean, listen, you
but-
can kid yourself all you want.
Patapa's issue, I think, would have to be with the first jump, on a photo that Zion took.
Okay.
Now, as to why he thought Zion was the cause of his marriage issues, we are not too clear.
Okay.
Or, as to why he because it was just a photo Zion posted,
Okay.
and the caption did not suggest that
Yeah.
something else was happening, right?
Yeah.
But Patapa jumped on it and said, "This." He actually put on the status.
Yeah.
What's up? Said, This is the guy behind my
Yeah.
marriage.
Yeah.
So it's
Troubles
either
in marriage.
there's something both of them know that we don't know, or perhaps he looks at Zion Felix as an individual and say, "This guy is dangerous. This guy around my wife.
This guy has a
It's
track
not
record."
safe."
He's just a blogger. He's just a blogger.
Let me read something I got from someone, a friend of Traffic Avenue, who
Okay.
lives in Italy.
Okay.
And he sent us a message because we were having a conversation about this yesterday. And he sent a message about Zion Felix.
It says what?
He said, Zion, so you say regarding Zion and
Yeah.
the things that Patapa said about him.
About him.
Okay, he says, Zion should understand. Because impregnating two ladies at the same
wasn't the
time,
one to say it.
bro, now people are scared of you.
I wasn't the one to
it's
say
a
it.
stigma that you carry around with you.
I wasn't the one to say
PZ
it.
has every right to be angry.
That's not the issue.
I wasn't the one to say it.
That's not the issue.
No, but come on, you know,
He was doing his
you know, but
work.
that's actually the
see,
kind of temperature.
I get you. I get you. I
Yeah.
understand
I
why
mean, I
people
think
are
Zion,
thinking
you
like
know,
that.
he's a
But
successful blogger. He saw a golden opportunity.
Yeah,
he took it,
he
right?
mined it.
Patapa is the pained husband who sees the love of his life gallivanting in Germany,
Feeling free.
hanging
I
out
think it's feeling
with
free.
the Lothario, Zion Felix, you know.
I think Patapa is
And he's
insecure.
feeling a bit threatened. He's like,
insecure.
Charlie, if this guy says the
from
right
all
thing to my
angles.
wife,
That's what it is.
Because his wife goes to Nigeria, other countries to shoot skits, and he has a problem with that.
yeah.
He even mentioned that in that video, that, you know, people started tagging him with videos of Leah doing skits,
Yeah.
you know, kissing other people. It's, oh, you are a married woman. Why should you be kissing people in skits? And she says, even married women act in movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so Patapa has problems with Leah, and I don't know if when they were dating, they did not address all these things because they come from different backgrounds, you know.
Completely different.
The
Different
rose-colored
backgrounds.
glasses were
Exactly.
on. They got caught up in all the hoopla. They didn't address all these
That's
things.
it.
The signs were there.
Yeah.
But as usual, people
Oh,
go
they've
in
been married.
blinded by what they think is the
Because
fairy
this is a
tale.
woman who loves to go to the club.
Of course,
You
she's
don't like
outgoing.
it. You don't like it.
Blinded
You know,
by-
he-
Now she says she wants to
her to do it
do
with him.
skits. Yes.
Like just be for me.
Yes.
But she's more gregarious than that. She's
And,
outgoing.
and
she's,
also, I don't know Patapa's understanding of marriage. You know, people have different
please,
concepts.
he's a typical Ghanaian man.
Concepts of marriage.
He
He thinks that well, if you are
concept
once you are
is
the
very
woman,
typical.
when I say sit here, sit there.
Yeah.
Don't do this, don't do that.
He's very
Just
typical.
that. And so it will be difficult for them to agree on certain things. You know, this woman wants to venture into other things other than her nursing career.
He wasn't expecting that.
Exactly. So I think that he should settle everything, every issue with the wife and not Zion. Because as media, we want the news. We go for the news.
I mean, but Patapa is dealing
We go for the news.
Patapa is not.
But you go for the gossip.
Patapa is not even dealing with maybe.
No,
let's
but
say-
It depends.
The gossip is what makes news, right? The gossip is what makes news.
Patapa is dealing with like a hot blogger like Zion Felix,
Yeah.
who feeds on what we call pop culture. That's
Yeah.
I mean, your marriage, issues of your marriage, your relationship is what gives him money. So it's not your outburst that's going to change anything.
Not
And
at
so
all.
if he's thinking that this, and we know Patapa to go the long haul with some of these things, because I remember when he had his issue to Sarkodie, it went for the long haul. So unless of course Zion Felix wants to take it to the gutters, but I don't see this thing ending anytime soon, and we love it because it's entertainment. We enjoy it. But I also want to say that Patapa should also circle back a bit and then look at his marriage holistically. I mean, if you really want to solve things and you really want to sort, he says it's in court, so he doesn't want to. He didn't want to talk about it because it's in court.
This is hint. He's
He's
hinting at something.
He's saying it,
Meaning they have issues.
And if you watch Leah's interview with Zion, she actually mentioned that, it's what he is doing now that's actually exposing more of the cracks in the marriage.
Because yesterday,
the
on Traffic Avenue, the audio you played,
Yeah.
he said in it that if my marriage is over, he made references to the fact that his marriage has ended.
You see, so he's
right.
the one
So
that-
he's
the one giving
bringing
us
out
information now,
all these
Nobody
things.
has asked him to,
Nobody's
but
saying anything. He's the one who's.
But you also know that Patapa likes to thrive on some of these sensationalism.
Yeah.
I
mean, he hasn't
the
been
brand, the
doing this for
Patapa
a while,
brand,
so-
you get me? The Patapa brand has moved away from being the one corner hit maker to being more of a Shatawale and X, if you want me to get there.
Okay.
So he's doing well with it, but I hope he drops a record with that.
He has a song out already.
Aha, maybe you should use the attention to push it,
But the fireside.
Not to take away his
But the
concerns.
fireside. It's out already.
But I actually believe his concerns are genuine. Patapa, your concerns are genuine, but the approach, if you really want the media out of your business, just go mute, sort it out, and then we're good. But until then, We love entertainment.
Kwekwe, you see, I think we should talk about this media celebrities thing. You know, when they have relationship issues out there, how much of the information do we need to go take and how much do they need to give us? You are the person giving out the information.
Yeah.
If I come to you and I say, okay, I've heard that you have some issues with your marriage, you decide to grant the interview or not.
Yeah.
You don't tell me, you don't come to blame me that I came to you for an interview and put out A on B
You
the
said
information.
what you wanted to say.
So if you have an issue with Leah, go tell Leah. You should not have done that interview with Zion Felix in the first place because you know you have issues with your marriage. But you did it. And Leah is mature. She's old.
Yeah.
Now, I think that Leah, aside from the fact that she's a nurse, also wants to be in the public space. She's a showbiz person now. And from the outset, I thought that could have been one of the reasons she decided to marry Patapa.
Yeah.
No, yes, you know, love is love, but
She also saw.
if you see how she appears in the videos, on social media and everything, it tells you this is somebody who loves the buzz.
Yes, she does. She does.
So,
He thought she was just gonna do it with
yeah,
him,
so
though.
seeing Zion Felix come to her
Yeah,
for
but
an
that's his
interview,
problem.
this is Zion Felix in Germany. Yeah, let me do it. After all, I have skits to promote as well.
yeah.
I will do it and get more traction.
Just
So,
to
she's
quickly
not
add-
just a silent wife.
No.
just
She's
to-
part of the industry.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Just to quickly add to what
Yeah.
Kwame is saying, you know, I think you only allow as much as the media can put out. It's as simple as that. I mean, not too long ago, we were talking about Michael B. Jordan and Laurie Harvey's relationship split, right?
Yeah.
What's out there is what the media has received from a source closer to the couple. They haven't come out to say this is what it is. And that is why it comes back to the issue of having publicists in your relationships, if you want to take it to that level. I think sometimes these people do not really see themselves as the celebrities we see them as. You know, because to be in that public space, to have such issues, it's the need, there's an importance of having a publicist to handle these things. You don't be the media, have someone speak on your behalf and let the media control or have that narrative that you want to control.
So for example, one of the easiest ways Patapa could have controlled all of this was, instead of granting interviews and blaming Zion Felix, what you do is that you get your manager, because he mentioned it in there. He said,
Yeah,
he didn't even call the manager. Okay,
Yeah.
how about you getting your manager to call Zion Felix and say, listen, I have about 30 minutes. Do you want to talk? I can give you the scoop.
Or even drop a press statement.
You
or
see,
press release, something. You're good.
So
You're
then
not
that way, it stops the urge
and the
to
interferences.
seek
Yeah.
And you see, it's an emotion. When you're going through a breakup like that, everyone's emotional.
Right.
So you're not really in charge of your emotions. You
Yeah.
can say stuff you regret later. He's not thinking
That's
straight.
why they need PR.
Exactly.
That's what they
defer to your PR. Let them handle it.
Somebody
You
who's
know.
not invested
Otherwise, this will be a
emotionally.
Ghana version of Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, Sally. Except that I don't think it will be 10 million and 2 million at stake. But
Well, it says it's in court. We don't know what's in court because
yeah.
the
What
father says
what exactly is
because
it?
the father says they are
marriage is okay.
they are not divorced. Everything is okay. So
Because they're
what
not
is in
divorced
court?
yet. They're not divorced.
They're
Well,
not divorced. So
blinded by the testosterone
Charlie.
and the serotonin.
But
Blinded
with
by
the
the
media,
dopamine.
But
I think sometimes we can also be very troublesome. I need to hit the other side as well. You know,
You mean you?
all of us.
But Kwame, see, you are a journalist.
So you are
right?
roping me
You
into
are
it. Meanwhile, I'm
yes.
not troublesome.
Kwame is an entertainment journalist,
Yes.
right? The others are bloggers.
Oh yeah, but
And
it,
that's
it
the
doesn't.
thing. That's the
It
thin
doesn't
line.
prevent
That's
us
the thin
from
line. That's the thin
doing
line.
things
Because I feel like
You're
we
right.
can't sanitize the blogging space.
Yeah,
it's
no, you
it's
can't.
gone.
It's
Only a few of us
Especially
who want to.
with those on social media, like the micro bloggers, who
micro-bloggers.
pick tweets,
Yeah.
things they
It's-
see elsewhere and
we
post.
can't
It's-
do it.
it's a
That's
bit-
and that's what Ghanaians want. You know, if look, I'm going to put Kwame on the spot here. If Kwame did a proper interview with Patapa, talking about his music, his inspiration, you know, all those things, I'm telling you, it won't make
it
the
will not
news.
fly.
It's true.
And that's what it is. You get me? But let Kwame talk to Patapa in that angle, and we are going to be talking right here, talking about it. You get me? So it is something that is existing. We can't fight it. We can only do our little bit to try and sanitize it.
But you see, it does sell. But you see, the finesse with which Kwame would handle it would give it a new level.
Right.
Like, look at when Harry and Meghan were having their issues with the royal family. They sat down with Oprah. Who else but Oprah?
That's what I'm saying.
So you can still,
That's what I'm saying.
and how they navigate the interview. So Charlie Kwame, we're waiting for the Patapaa.
But the fact is that I also think about individual principles. You know, some media personalities wouldn't do certain interviews based on their principles. You know, there are people who cherish marriages and wouldn't even venture dare go close to marital issues. But it doesn't make them right. You know, it's the job we're doing. It's media. It's journalism. It's, you know, so you can go anywhere you want to go once it is not contravening any laws of the land and all that. But on moral principles, ethics, I can decide that, oh, I know if I touch on this particular story, Patapa's marriage will collapse, so I won't do it. I know instances in this industry where some celebrities, gospel artists, had issues with their husbands, and the media came in and spoiled everything. So I know the role we can play in these things to make issues worse. I know, but it doesn't mean that we don't have the right to talk about them. It depends on the media personality, the person involved, to decide whether to go close or not to go close. But the ultimate decision lies with
the people themselves.
One casa.
You know, the media,
if we give it out, we consume it.
The media will normally start working on tip-offs, especially the entertainment space, right?
There's
always a rumor, right? So what I feel and what I think our celebrities can do is, what you don't feed dies, right?
Exactly.
So this could have been there. Nobody would have talked about it and would have moved on with our lives.
But then he
because
granted an
the
interview,
agents themselves
and then
have
you
come
start
in.
feeding.
And then concerned people, we saw your wife here. We saw your wife there. We saw your wife there. Concerned people.
But you know, fun fact though, there are some personalities who didn't come here. I'm talking about City because they know that when they come here, the kind of interview will grant them. Will not even give them that buzz. Exactly. So I also think that the celebrities themselves
Also
they choose the kind of people they want to talk to.
When they want the traction,
they want attraction. So it's
but when the traction hits them
hard, they don't want to.
It's a double-edged sword. This
Hey guys, thank you very much.
Welcome.
All right. Thank you.
Emmanuel Squared.
So
sorry.
We're going to go for a break, but Note Cosmetics.
Yes, thank you to Note
They've
Cosmetics.
been sorting us out.
They've been sponsoring us. Lovely makeup from Note Cosmetics. Thank you for being part of the Breakfast Daily sponsor family. We love it.
We're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.